What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS, as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour worldwide. We're back inside the building for what I believe is going to be somewhat of a special collaboration. Two huge international names jumping onto the more Afrobeat-centric wave as we see Adekunle Gold welcome the likes of Pharrell Williams and Nile Rodgers onto this one that goes by the name of Falling Up. Again, obviously, Pharrell and Nile Rodgers have extremely decorated careers, two of the most celebrated musicians ever, if we're being entirely honest. So to see Adekunle Gold invite these two onto his new recording for a track off his new album, really, really exciting stuff. And again, it shows that expansion of the Afrobeat sound. As always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turn the notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Let's go.
Many things I saw. Many men don't fall.
Okay.
Stallion standing tall. Oh my God, it's not my fault. Wonder how I stay on top. Fire every time I drop. Every beat I see I chop.
Really cool seeing this approach. Using the big kind of carnival-style drums, those big sort of earth-shattering kicks, but then you have the sort of rattling snare sounds as well. Really liking where this is going, because on top of that as well, you've got some really soft melodies, and obviously Adekunle's vocal just leading the way on this one. I'm really interested to see what Nile Rodgers does on this, more than anything else. Pharrell has this very metamorphic ability when it comes to his vocal approach, but Nile Rodgers obviously has a certain sound, a certain style, and he's held that for like 30 years. So it's going to be really interesting, well, 40 years actually. It's going to be really interesting hearing how they bring their element to this as well.
My city. When you see me salute, I be kingin'. Call me man of the year, it's my season. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it lady, I'm just teasing. Throwing money around for no reason. Even if I lose, I be leading. Steady, falling up. I stay falling up. I be falling up. Yeah, falling up. Steady, falling up. I stay falling up. I be falling up.
It's quite a fun music video as well, the fact that it's literally just them sat around making the tune. I think that's, honestly, visualizers for me are becoming so much more exciting, so much more important to process, and also kind of like fan understanding. I feel a visualizer should be a kind of behind the scenes look at what's going on, how this tune is being kind of constructed on a day-to-day. I love the idea of actually people making the tune being the visualizer for it. But yeah, sounding good, loving the carnival style drum work, of course, and of course the catchiness of that, hearing those vocal backdrops in there as well, that really, really catchy melodies. Let's go.
Falling up, what can I say? I never miss, they never hear better like this. Taking it global satellite dish, we travel no visa, yeah. Cannot believe somehow, living in my glory days, and I did it my own way. Lagos, why they also know how the story goes. Never followed no blueprint, I just wrote my own. Me, I believe in God.
Mad how minimal the melody is as well. We're literally listening to just drums and bass line at the moment. This could essentially be a house tune, but the style of drums are still quite organic. They still have that very natural feel to them. So you end up with this almost middle ground. It's almost like an organic sort of 4x4 tune. And then it's obviously scattered and covered in these Adekunle vocals, which are just so clean. Really unique approach on this one, man. Loving where it's going.
Tell my soul, it's my season. Even if I lose, I'll be leading. Steady, falling up. I stay falling up. I be falling up. Yeah, falling up. Steady, falling up. I stay falling up. I be falling up. Yeah, falling up.
Seeing that guitar element added into it as well. You can sort of see how everyone's piecing this together. I don't know whether Pharrell's just been kind of involved on a production level and he's kind of overseen the instrumentation, or whether we're going to get a surprise verse. I'll be really surprised if we get a verse at this point. But yeah, really interesting arrangement. I love the fact that it is so different. It does kind of incorporate a much more, I want to say, carnival-esque feel, because that's what we're getting from this. Overall, really, really unique though. Really unique, and a great way to introduce Adekunle to a whole new fan base as well. the drum rolls on this. If someone doesn't remix this and turn it into an absolute rave stomper, I don't know what's wrong with the world. But yeah, these drums are awesome. And again, obviously hearing this Pharrell verse, not what I expected at all, but it works. It really, really does work. It has almost like a shock factor to it. It pulls you in. It's not what you're expecting, but it just adds this additional dash of color onto the tune as it progresses. Super well put together, man. This is really, really exciting. It's excited for Adekunle more than anything else as well. And those choral backdrops have become more and more prevalent in the tune as it's progressed, which is also working really nicely. It just feels like a unique tune. Like, it doesn't feel like this has been contrived and they've tried to make a style that suits all three. It sounds like all three of them have sat there and gone, let's do something completely different. And that's exactly what we've ended up with, which is always really exciting. We'll let this one run through to the end and then give it our final breakdown. But yeah, interesting stuff. Always good to see Pharrell back in business. Obviously, Nile Rodgers is a pure legend of just music in general. And seeing Adekunle Gold alongside them is really exciting as well.
I stay falling up, I be falling up, yeah, I'm falling up, steady falling up, I stay falling up, I be falling up, yeah, I'm falling up, steady falling up, I stay falling up, I be falling up, yeah, I'm falling up.
There we go then, the sounds of Adekunle Gold alongside Pharrell Williams and Nile Rodgers. This one goes by the name Falling Up, and again, it's a very unique collaboration, very much focused on drum work and kind of rhythmic elements, driven of course by that bass line down below, then sort of amplified by the Adekunle vocal and of course the Pharrell catchy hook in the middle of it as well. Definitely loving the choral elements on this. I'm loving the kind of minimal approach to the melody. Overall, it just feels very unique, and I love the fact that it does have such a kind of unique twang to it. It's always good to have tracks like this on an album, so it shows your versatility. An album is supposed to be a showcasing of your entire musicality, and I think this gets it allows us to kind of see Adekunle open up a brand new pocket, which is always really exciting. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section down below, and as always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. My sounding a bright and proud.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.
Welcome to Cubs Clubhouse, live on Brighton's